Many actors complain about being pigeonholed into playing the same role in all their movies, but these actors seem very happy with the type of roles they get hired for. After all, playing a villain is always exciting. You can count on having an evil monologue, a lot of screen time, and a memorable character. Here are the top 10 actors and actresses that often get cast to play villains. Ralph Fiennes. Speaking of he who must not be named, Ralph Fiennes took on the role of the franchise's big bad beginning with the fourth film, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He continued to show up until his character's death at the end of the final movie. But this was hardly the first time Fiennes has played the villain. He portrayed serial killer Francis Dolarhyde, better known as the Tooth Fairy, in the film Red Dragon. However, his most notable early role was that of Eamon Goth, a real Nazi captain during World War II in Schindler's List. He also plays Professor Moriarty in the 2018 Sherlock Holmes comedy, Holmes and Watson. Alan Rickman. British actor Alan Rickman is well known for the many prolific film and stage roles he held during his lifetime. Though most recognizable to the younger generation as Severus Snape, who's seemingly a villain but later revealed to be a good guy, from the Harry Potter franchise, Rickman is perhaps best known for his turn as gangster Hans Gruber in the acclaimed action film Die Hard. Rickman is another actor who has received many accolades for his performances. He earned the BAFTA for Best Supporting Actor for his turn as Sheriff Nottingham in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The actor passed away in early 2016 following a struggle with pancreatic cancer. Javier Bardem. Though an affable leading man, Oscar winner Javier Bardem has chosen to make a living as a villain on screen. The Spanish actor was the first from his country to be nominated for an Academy Award for one of his earliest English-speaking roles. Bardem's most infamous role to date is that of sociopathic assassin Anton Chigurh in No Country for Old Men. He followed this acclaimed film up with Skyfall, where he played villain Raul Silva opposite Daniel Craig's James Bond. In 2017, he appears as Armando Salazar, enemy of Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron has had an impressive career over the last 20 years. After just a few years in Los Angeles, she scored major roles in hit films like The Cider House Rules and Mighty Joe Young. In the early 2000s, she was a major up-and-coming face, but it was her breakout role portraying a real-life serial killer in Monster that made her a household name and won her an Oscar. After that, Theron was able to take on more complex roles. She played parts that straddled the line between antagonist and protagonist, like Mavis Gary in Young Adult and Meredith Vickers in Prometheus. Now, Theron has another established villain under her belt. She played the evil Queen Ravenna in Snow White and The Huntsman and the Huntsman, Winter's War. In 2017, she played cyber-terrorist Cypher in The Fate of the Furious. Danny Trejo. This Los Angeles native has appeared as a villain so many times on screen, it's easy to lose track. Danny Trejo began acting accidentally, but now appears in several films per year, often as a collaboration with his friend Robert Rodriguez, a prominent writer and director. Trejo also has the unique opportunity to draw upon personal experience in his career. He has played a prisoner many times, and Trejo himself was in prison for some time. Christoph Waltz. Austrian-German actor Christoph Waltz didn't break into the biz for some time, but when he did, he made quite a name for himself as a villain. After years of stage and TV acting, Waltz's breakout role came as a Nazi officer known as the Jew Hunter in Quentin Tarantino's hit film *Inglourious Basterds*. This compelling character portrayal earned Waltz the Best Supporting Actor Oscar in 2010. He soon appeared as the villain in The Green Hornet, Water for Elephants, and The Legend of Tarzan. In Tarantino's follow-up film, Django Unchained, he wrote a role expressly for Waltz, which earned him his second Academy Award. Alan Rickman. A truly brilliant actor, his two most famous villainous roles were in Harry Potter, where he played Severus Snape, and Die Hard, where he played the terrorist Hans Gruber. His mere presence on screen demands respect. You always know he's up to something, and it's never clear what hand of cards he's playing. He also played a cheating asshole husband in Love Actually. That's definitely worth mentioning. Tom Hardy. Anyone who questions the fear factor of Tom Hardy need only watch that clip of him reciting the Lord's Prayer at the recent royal wedding. He's currently shaved bald to play the role of notorious gangster Al Capone in Josh Trank's Fonzo, and looks even more terrifying than he did while wearing a facial mask as the physically intimidating Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Hardy, of course, has form for gangster parts, having embodied both of the Cray twins in the popular biopic Legend. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie isn't known for warm and fuzzy comedies. Most of her work is done in thrilling, adventure-seeking movies that only a woman of her talent can pull off. And although Jolie has had her fair share of evil roles, she's most recently praised for her time in Maleficent, the story of the evil witch in Sleeping Beauty. Jolie has cherished her time as Maleficent because she's both playful and a little crazy. But to Jolie, the role of Maleficent has given her strength because she identifies with how misunderstood she is. Helena Bonham Carter. Helena Bonham Carter is the queen of evil characters. Although she's been acting since the 80s, fans can't get enough of her in the Harry Potter series as Bellatrix Lestrange. When it came to bring Bellatrix alive, Bonham Carter added her own spin to the character. I think I probably made her a bit more insane and unhinged than she was meant to be. I wanted to be conspicuous. Furthering on that point, Bonham Carter loves playing weird woman. She told BBC America, "It would be boring for me to try and look as beautiful as possible on screen." There's something about a villain that makes them irresistible. The sheer evilness and lack of empathy are intoxicating to follow. Villains are easy to hate because every action is done with a wicked purpose. However, these cruel characters typically have a trauma-filled past. Did you know about them? Comment down below your favorite villain, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.